Hey guys, Kim here. Welcome to the vlog. Good morning. Actually, I'm going to work today. I'm still on day shift. Next month, hopefully, I'm night shift. Sorry for the loud noise. That's the street sweeper type thing. So, anyways, I'm going to work. I'm on my way to the parking lot. And so, let's go. Jacket, keys. Let's go. As you can see, it's way too early in the morning. Everything is still flashing red. Okay, car miles update. I've now driven 19,701 miles. And currently, it says here, temperature outside is 62 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna warm up my car and I'll be on my merry way. Okay, as I'm warming up my car, I thought I'll give you a 1 month update being in critical care fellowship. I guess it all started last week when I feel like, I'm finally getting into my own groove, my own rhythm, and how to take care of these patients. I've been floated once to our clean ICU floor, but that is just like a regular ICU patient. It feels like a progressive care unit, honestly. My floor, the CVICU, became our COVID floor, and it's now double beds, which means in one room there's 2 COVID patients. It just depends on the doctor. We've been proning people a lot. It depends how they came in, but most of our patients on the floor are pretty much chemically sedated and paralyzed or intubated in some type of way. But yeah, most of them intubated. It's really sad. The surge is still going strong here in Washington. Hopefully this will end sooner. Yeah, we don't really know what's going on when it comes to numbers. I never really watch the news because I feel like I'm already immersed in there, it's just too much negativity right now. And I get my news mostly on social media, so there's that. My hand is getting tired. But anyways, day shift, man, I'm kind of like getting into it. I mostly wake up like around 4 a.m. Most of my colleagues don't believe I wake up at 4 because I am somewhat almost just in the nick of time when it comes to clock in or whatnot. But yeah, I'm learning a lot. We have these echo modules which are dry AF. It's mostly reading, and I'm a slow reader. I'll try to do just screenshots, and then hopefully I'll find the time to put it down somewhere. I do need a regular notebook. Most of my notebooks are in Florida still, so hopefully next month I'll go back home and see what's up. There's that, but Florida being Florida, so yeah. Anything else to report? Ooh, things I've learned. I learned how to set up an art line, a CVP line, those central lines, yeah. Prioritizing, even though they're all critical, prioritizing which one is the sickest to see first. But then again, since it's a double room, both of them are my patients, but I see the most critical one first. What else? There are policies and procedures here. Some of them are a little bit different, but other than that, nursing is pretty much the same. We busted out our old 90s equipment. What else? Yeah, so some are old, some are new, some are like in-betweeners. What else did I learn? I learned how to look at x-ray, to look where the tip of my catheter is, like the ET tube, my NG tube, and stuff. What else did I learn? I learned about a whole lot. I feel like I'll just give you a list later when I go back home, because I did wrote it down somewhere in my work journal. But yesterday we had this class about hemodynamics and stuff, mostly about art lines and setting up and whatnot, and how to cope with the pandemic. I, as you know, write in my journal to cope, talk with my friends about it, and stuff. So my colleagues, one of them went to therapy, one kind of like just compartmentalize and put it somewhere and not ignore it, which is not healthy. So we kind of like talk about it too. What else? That's pretty much it. I have to go to work because the car is pretty much warmed up. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, and just like that, it's time for me to go home. I know, it feels like I never left. Like, because of movie magic. But yeah, I survived. Oh my god, this is like my third good shift. So I'm just like, what? And I thought I would have the crazy bunch because for that nurse I'm paired with, my preceptor, she had like a bunch of crazy assignments in the last few weeks. I noticed because one of my colleagues, told me about her day, and that's how we kind of like get it out of our chest. And oh my god, it's just, you know what? Today ain't so bad. Ain't so bad. Not too shabby. I feel like I am getting a hang of it. Like a month ago, if you asked me how I feel, I'm like super duper anxious. I don't know what to do with this titration. But now, so far, so good. Smooth sailing. I talked to one of the progressive care unit nurse who was floating to us, and I was like, so are you coming to our floor? And she was like, hell no. And I was just like, girl, you're already doing it. And she's kind of like just as anxious as me when I first started here, so I'm like, I totally feel you, man. I'm like a tele nurse for a couple of years, so like, I got you. But yeah, she's doing well. So far so good. Like, my side is pretty darn nice. So I just hope it will just stay like this forever and ever. But then again, COVID and everything, we don't really know. So yeah, ever since I started, I've been like wilding out. Now, getting a hang of things. This is my new normal. So yeah, I'm going back home and get my dinner and do some of our modules. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hello, it is now the next day because I was knocked out. I was really tired last night after, doing my dinner, watching an episode and stuff like that. So, anyways, as promised, here are the things I learned in my first month in ICU. So, like I said, I learned how to set up an art line, a CVP line, what to do, what not to do, where the stuff is, Pixis deliveries, overriding stuff, wasting meds and things. By now, I was like pretty much rotated to all the day shift nurses, so I pretty much know maybe half of the staff, so that's good. I kind of like refined my charting, although my other preceptor wanted me to do the pandemic charting, which is like one baseline shift like chart, and then if there's any changes, just kind of like do that part that change. But I'm still doing like the Q4 assessments and the hourly I's and O's and verification of the drips and stuff. I'm pretty much into the groove of managing 2 patients by myself. I learned how to set up the CRRT, although mostly it's just me spiking the bag because it's like, let's be real, I really do need to do the certification class because there's so much stuff going on with these tubes. I saw an Impella, which is kind of like a hard cath, and it was pretty cool. I saw some of our pacemakers, like our pacer devices, but I still need to learn how to overshoot it and stuff because I've never really handled one. More about proning and supining people, or COVID protocols, how to fix things like my badges. Now it works, so that's nice. I learned who is the boss of my boss, so that's pretty sweet. Learned about our defibrillator, our Zols, titration. I'm pretty much okay with it. What is this? Kind of still getting used to the autonomy and talking to the doctors and stuff. What we do when we bronch people, like sedation first before we paralyze them. Also, I saw like a paracentesis, like I guess 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's nice. Really cool procedure, and a chest tube. Ooh, yesterday. So yeah. As far as codes, I did participate in one last month, but man, it's super sad right now. Like where I work is like super duper sad. So please help us out here in the trenches. Mask up, social distance, get vaccinated. Because like, you know what? It's all about managing your symptoms too. You know, but it's better to be vaccinated and kind of like protect the ones in your community, your family. Just think about other people and not just yourself. You know, like the science is there, dude. Like I don't really know if this video will convince you or not, but yeah, it's getting pretty wild out here. The surge is strong and hopefully it dies down soon, but unless someone sucks the atmosphere, I don't really know. Anyway, I gotta go. See you in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, see you in the next one. Ciao for now.